What's good? Welcome to First String Podcast. On today's episode of First String Podcast, we will have the one and only CWall joining us. Today's topics we will find out how CWall prepared for training camp, and we're going to ask her about all of the sports, the four major sports in the DMV, if they're ready to go. We're going to do a quarterback preview of the NFC East, covering all of your favorite NFC East teams' quarterbacks rooms. We're going to look at them. FIFA World Championship. It was a heck of a matchup for sure. And we will talk about many other topics. I hope you guys are ready. It's going to be a fire show. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go. Welcome back to First String Podcast. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to First String Podcast. Hit the bell to enable alert for new content just like this. The most important part, though, is that you tell a friend to tell a friend about First String Podcast. So, right now, let's get the squad in here. I'm sorry, not HR. It seems like brand and marketing is in the middle of some storms. So, our head of brand and marketing is struggling right now. So we're going to start off with it. What's good, Sid? How are you, man?
What's going on, bro?
All right. Are you ready for that Heinz Ward pound for pound best
Oh, for sure.
football player on the field documentary that they talking about?
For sure. He did some great things. He did some great things for us. For sure.
Of course, of course. All right. Now listen, our next co-host here. We're gonna find out if he got his AARP card in the mail. Al had a birthday. Al, how are you doing?
Man, good evening. Good evening. I'm doing well. I'm recovering, man. Just I ain't have as big of a weekend as Candy had on her birthday weekend a couple weeks ago. Miss CWall, but I tried to get close to
You tried to
all the
match the
partying
intensity.
and events and everything that was going on. So, but I'm here. I survived. I'm in one piece, and I'm good, man. I'm
Yeah,
blessed.
yeah. Did you check the mail? Did your AARP card arrive?
Not ready for that, man.
Not ready for that.
No need to check the mail. That's your mailbox, not mine.
No, no, no. Let's say his mailbox.
Whoa, 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 whoa. There will be no bashing of senior citizens.
Okay, let's bring in our guest for tonight. We got the CEO of Bowie TV, Candi Waller, with her, who has had some off time. How have you been?
Yeah, she's shining too, ain't
Yeah,
she shining. I mean, she like a new penny over there. She over there shining.
lots
Look,
of family time.
I was family time, friend time. Y'all better be glad my hair is done. I've been wearing my afro,
Yeah.
ain't wearing no makeup. I've been like, look, I'm outside. I'm outside. I'm not,
And you are
I'm
supposed to be outside.
just, I just give me a minute, everybody. Give me a
It's all
minute.
right. It's all right.
And so, like,
Well, remember we asked you before you left, and we know you was gonna
mm,
take your break. Like, were you gonna enjoy yourself? Were you gonna relax? And it seems like you did. You did that. It seemed
mm,
like the DMV Sports kept trying to interrupt that because the NBA Summer League and Alex Ovechkin coming back, and the Nats are doing what they're doing. They're trying to stay above 500. So, with that question being asked, is Bowie TV ready for the four major sports to be busy so y'all can cover all that? We know you're gonna bring it to us strong.
oh yeah. I mean, I said you gotta take your pick this year. You gotta take your pick. You either want me to rest now or have a breakdown later. So let me just go ahead. You got to pick and choose. You do have to pick and choose. So it was like with the Wizards, it was kind of like, hey, listen, I'll see AJ some other time. Somebody
Okay.
else had to do that, and just all the things. I pop in and pop out. but I wasn't leaving my house for anything. I was gonna go to where I was going. Now I did leave. I've gone to like North Carolina with my family. I've been posting some of that. My niece got married in Daytona Beach, so I
Nice.
did do that. Daytona Beach, Orlando, and all that. Definitely just remembering where I live and where all the being around was cool because actually for me starting next Monday, I do have one more family reunion. I'm gonna be able to on my dad's side, I'll be able to make that for one day. But yeah, starting next Monday, it's probably every day and through the draft because the draft is in DC. So um I won't get a break at
Nope.
all, actually.
Nope. And
So
hopefully you'll be covering the Super Bowl that the Washington Commanders are in. So it's going to be a long, long, long season. Um, my first question for you is: you have said for a while that the center position is going to be real key this year. So my
mhm.
question to you is: we know we have um, uh, one vet and one rookie at the center position. Should the Washington Commanders look at bringing another veteran uh, at that center position to back up the rookie?
Well, I mean, they've had right now. I mean, do I? Yes, I think they should, but I do want it to also be clear. They have Nick Allegretti, Matt Gulpen or Gul. I keep saying his name, Matt G. He's the rookie, and Julian Good Jones. They have been trying at that position as well.
All right.
So they do have three offensive linemen. Here's one of the things that I always found interesting when I was looking at the roster that the only true like center, like actual his position is center is Matt G, the rookie. The other two can play in multiple spots. But he's
Mm-hmm.
like, as of right now, today, at the time of this conversation, Maggie is the only tried and true center based on the OTA mandatory minicamp roster. Of course, I think they should always bring someone else in, especially based on what they may have seen or may have not seen during mandatory minicamp. But those three right now are battling for the starting position at
Okay. Come
center.
on. Come on, say it.
Um, I'm glad that they're trying to shore up this offensive line for the young man here. Because someone up here actually took my question. Scroll up a little bit. I have to see here. Uh, has have they sufficiently got him to understand the quarterback? He needs to protect himself for the team to survive this year.
Who's that for Jaden?
For Jaden.
Yes.
I mean, I think so. I think, I mean, I know that many people maybe have been watching the quarterback series.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have not because I was just like, well, I was there, so I don't, you know what I mean? It's all right. And so it's just some of it. I'm like, I don't want to relive that, but I do think it's good for people to see some of Jaden's personality. If you didn't already know, he has a personality. He does, because I know he's kind of quiet, but he's actually kind of comical. But to my understanding, just based on what I've seen people talk about, I don't think Jaden has been quiet about the fact that he thought he should still be able to play. If it was left up to him, he would have played. I don't think he regrets anything. So I think that goes back to the line of just decision making that
Mm-hmm.
um, the head coach, Dan Quinn and Adam Peters and company made. Like he's going to get hurt, and the
Yeah.
season was lost. It was gone. So I think even with it being a new playbook, right? With David Blau, yes, I think a lot of that has to be mental. A lot of that has to be the level of just overall guidance, maturity, understanding the speed of the game and how things can escalate fast. And like Jaden told the media later in last year when he kind of felt like he could still play in Minnesota. He's like, hey, adrenaline is a hell of a drug. Like, I'm sure you thought you could play. But he stands on that. Like he really just wanted to still play, throughout the season, is what I'm saying. But
Right.
it's gonna take um a very stout offensive line. I always, back to Pick's first question to me, I always talk about the center. The center is such an important position. And so the whole offensive line is important. So it is going to be interesting because we know that this team, I mean, no, I would hope nobody is fooling themselves still at this point. I know they don't ever want to talk about the past, but what did we learn in 2024 and even in 2025? The
That
Commanders were
offensive line.
successful because Jaden was successful.
Yep.
And Jaden was healthy and he made a lot of plays on a third and a fourth down
Yep.
that kept the ball in his hands and with the offense. But he had to make those. He had to make those, right?
Yep.
And so this will be critical to your question said about overall protection. People know he's the X factor. They coming for him. I think he learned that last year.
Come on, Al.
Well, I got a two-part question. One part, you're going to settle a bet with a well, not a fellow, a Redskin fan that I'm going to argue. Well, sorry, Commander fan. I keep saying Redskin. I'm sorry, Commander fan. But regarding what we're talking about, though, I've been talking about this the whole time. The weakest position and one that is very quarterback helpful is that wide receiver room. There's been many rumors, but there's still some pretty decent veteran wide receivers left in the free agent market. Diggs, Hill. I won't even talk about Jaden's former teammate,
Brandon.
Brandon Ayuk right now. I'm hoping y'all sign him. I would love to see the drama. But will they make a move? I mean, I understand they're going to go to the point of stand pat, go at what they go camp. Will they make a move? And do you feel they definitely need to make a move?
I go back to in 2024, they didn't have a lot of notoriety either at wide receiver. Just saying, they really didn't. But I have, unless it's the dollar amount. I made a joke, but I meant what I was saying. I mean, like if y'all want to watch somebody's videos, go and watch Deebo Samuel video. Does anybody watch Deebo Samuel videos?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
He looks incredible right now. Like he's and he's doing the workout videos. He look like it. The weight has come down even from when he was with the Commanders and in previous years. And so I'm like, well, just go and get the guy that they know from time on task from last year. Like, what's the issue here? Unless there is a money issue. I don't know. If they were to bring anybody back, is to answer your question, Al. And I hope you did enjoy your birthday, by the way.
I did. And my second part was to silence a bet between me and that guy I was telling you about. What do you feel the attendance record will be at next year's draft party over the 3-day week?
Oh, in DC?
Yes.
I think they're going to break the record. 1 million.
1 million? Okay. Not 2 million. 1 million.
No, not
Thank you. His thing was 2 million. I said that somewhere close.
I ain't gonna do that now. 1 though. One only we going to 2. But 1, I mean the record, Pittsburgh now has the record. I think it's like 805K.
850, I think.
Or 850 is one of those, right. So the projection is DC will have 1 million. That is the attempt. That's what they would like to see. And I think they will hit that.
Okay. My next question goes to the defensive side of the ball. The last time Deron Payne was like a man on fire he was in a contract year. He is once again facing another contract year. Besides Deron Payne on that defensive line, who do you feel needs to have a standout performance type year?
Well, I don't think they're going to extend him. I mean, I guess they could, right? For Deron, I mean, if he wanted to stay, I think they would have to, he would have to have a standout year.
Okay.
But there's many players who are in, like a Javon Kinlaw, Frankie Louvu. I think Frankie, this is his last year on this current contract with the Commanders.
Yep.
So, I mean, he's probably, in my mind, probably more so than Deron, interestingly enough, right? I mean, but if Deron wanted to continue and kind of close out his career, his trajectory as a Commander, I think he would have to have a big year. But my all eyes are on Frankie, honestly, right now. There's a lot of eyes on Frankie.
Okay.
There's no reason for it not to be. I don't know why when we have green dot conversations and all of that, well, I was like, well, what's wrong with Frankie? It shouldn't be anything wrong with Frankie. He should be able to do it. Um, so it'll be interesting, um, to say the least, while we talking defense. But that's where my eyes are going immediately. Yes, Deron, but Frankie Louvu as well.
And should he have his hand in the dirt, or should they try to put him in this drop back scheme that didn't seem to fit his style?
Not drop back scheme. No, yeah, I think I would hope Coach Jones is going to do what they're good at. I just could never figure out why they deviated from any of that. I mean, I
That's the
remember
Dan
very
Quinn
early
effect.
on, very early on in the season, I had asked about Frankie, and it became a whole, well, he's being double teamed and da 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 da, and I'm like, so,
Mhm.
and you say that to say I don't, okay, but you know what I mean? Like,
If
okay,
he's being double teamed, that's a good thing. That means someone else has been
Should be
single.
free.
Should
Yeah.
be free.
yeah, it didn't. So it didn't, you know. So
That's a Dan Quinn thing.
Mm.
Candy. He did that in Atlanta.
That's fine.
We had a young man lead the league in sacks, and the following year he had him dropping out guarding tight ends. I don't know why he did, and the young man he didn't recover. Sacks didn't recover. His prospects didn't recover. The scheme that he was playing, he didn't recover in. So hopefully they will fix it to where he was doing what he was doing well and
mhm,
not have
Mm.
changed it. So
Okay. All right.
mhm.
um, Secondary wise, we see that they added Rasul Douglas to the secondary. Um, is there any other position that you think needs to be addressed or will be addressed? We know about wide receiver, or that we think that there should be a second wide receiver. But is there any other position that you think will be addressed? Either in training camp or as we get going here.
I mean, no. I mean, I hate to say it like that because I'm like, I mean, it's only but so many roster spots.
Yep.
Um, they're gonna get some guys back from injury. I mean, of course, we said receiver. Um, maybe they bring in another tight end. Um, I don't really see them bringing anybody else in. I could be wrong.
Michael Underwood just said something too. He says, "I think we're hoping for a number two when we already have a possible." And remember, Jaden loves tight ends, and we're paying a lot for him to play. I believe this may be the guy like Ertz was. So when you said the tight end position, and then there was another question about tight ends here that we had up in the chat. It was from earlier. It says, CWall, have you heard Washington might use a lot of three tight ends, one running back, wide receiver set this year?
They're gonna be doing all kinds of stuff this year.
That's called 13 personnel.
Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah.
be doing a
The
they're gonna be doing
Rams,
a whole bunch.
the Rams run a lot of that very
Yeah,
successfully.
it's gonna be a lot of different things this year. It's not these aren't two typical coordinators. I mean, but that's like the league though.
Mhm.
One of the things that I'm I'm already picking up on, and I'm picking up on it because as I tell people, when you're in certain positions, you have to know what's going on across the league. You have to absolutely know what's going on within the division, but you also need to know what's going on, at least at the very least the division, in the very least your conference. So like Al just brought up the Rams. What was just described was something that the Rams do very successfully. So it wouldn't be new to the league. It might be new to what we're watching here, but it's not new, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's more of having coordinators who are going to be open to and be ready to execute things that are considered cutting edge or leading in innovation to win football games. That's it, and that's all, right? Then you look at the coordinators. I hope that I haven't heard it in a while, but I hope that the whole notion around, David Blau being his age, not having called plays. Well, neither has Declan Doyle of the Beltway in Baltimore. And things are going just fine over there.
They will.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Jesse Minter is going to be calling the defensive plays in Baltimore. So, we have that kind of leverage where it's like, okay, we're learning what's happening over there. So why wouldn't it be happening here if people are doing what others are doing across the league in order to win football games?
Okay.
I have,
We. Oh,
I
go
have
ahead,
one
Al.
question, but I'm kind of I'm in a predicament, Candy, because
Okay.
I want to find. I got a guy. You have a guy on your team. But Washington had a guy on their team that I want to have
Uh-huh.
a very good year. Great kid, and I just expect a lot out of this kid because he's super talented. And I'm just wondering what are they? And I think that's why they're talking about a lot of these personnel changes. Chig, man, how good
Okay.
does he look? How good does he look? And how are the coaches on him? Because I expect a big year out of him. Unfortunately for the Redskins.
Oh, he's going to be very good. He's going to be very good. Um, I can't wait to see what the pads on.
Right.
Actually,
Mhm.
but a lot of positive feedback from him. Of course, everybody know he's a former Terp, and then I have colleagues that cover the Titans that had nothing but great things to say
Mhm.
about Chig. So, and if you all are watching online, De'Ami Brown's got all the videos, he's got all the
Yep.
content from their off-season workouts. And this is everybody, right? Like this is the receivers. He got running backs with him. He's got tight ends with him. Go and check those pictures out, and go and check De'Ami's video out, because that's all the use your clues right that you need right there about. And you've heard me talk about this, how serious Jaden is about that time on task. Very important. And I do think, yes, Chig was a response, right, to younger, faster, no Zach Ertz. Let's
Yep.
just keep it real.
Yep.
Somebody had to. Now, I would always say, well, there wasn't someone already on your roster that could do that. No. All
Not
right.
like he does. Not like he does.
Let's just keep that a buck. Nope.
Mhm.
So they got Chig. That was a bigger move than people realize.
I
That
think it was the
was
free
a
agent steal
huge
of
move.
the free
Yep.
agent
That
steal of
was
the summer.
a huge move. I
We
didn't
got
like
we.
that. Didn't like that at all.
I think we got.
Exactly.
I think we got the free agent steal of the summer on offense and defense in Chig and Leo Chanel.
Oh
So
God,
this is my thoughts.
Mhm.
So we'll finish this up with questions from the chat. I think this is special teams questions here, Candy. Or do you have any special teams concerns?
Well,
who's your kicker?
yeah. I mean, it's a
That's a
kicker
competition.
competition.
That's a competition. Yeah.
And I told y'all one day that's probably my least favorite part of practice. I'd be like, oh, here we go.
Mm,
But I look up anyway
mm.
to
Okay.
watch. And
Um.
you know what? The mandatory minicamp was when I finally said, oh, this is indeed a competition for kicker.
Okay.
This is not by, Jake Moody. That's his spot. No, not yet. That is a for sure competition. Mhm.
Okay. Our next question here is from John from Garage Gym Life. He says, "What's your prediction on how much the starters will play in the preseason, given that we have a new offense and defense?
What's your prediction?
But how much the starters will play in
Oh, I
preseason,
mean,
given that
they
we have a
all
new
should,
offense?"
because okay, the only reason why there were some you talking about in general, they in the last couple of years they all played except for like two people, maybe three. And do y'all know who those three people were? Or like those you should easily guess two out of the three. They didn't
Laramie
play
Tunsil.
last season. Did
Laramie
Laramie
Tunsil.
play?
Laramie
Didn't
Tunsil.
play. Did Laramie play last year? Maybe he didn't.
Jaden played.
Let me go.
No,
Let me go
Jaden
ahead and
didn't
tell
play
you.
last year in the preseason. Jaden did
Jaden
not play in the
hardly played
preseason.
all
Yeah,
that.
Jaden played. He
Did
played
he?
the preseason. I mean, as soon as he scored, they take him out. I mean,
We know
his
Terry
first
didn't play. We
preseason
know
game.
Terry didn't play.
Oh well, yeah. Terry definitely
Well,
didn't
yeah,
play.
Terry, right,
He played the bank. He played
right.
the
He
he
played
played
the game.
Monopoly.
Well,
He
there you
played
go.
But that
Monopoly
was
real good.
actually right. I mean, the only it was just Bobby and Zach, right? It is it. Bobby and Zach. That's it. Everybody else plays.
Okay.
It ain't
Yeah,
no
missed
Bobby and
some
Zach.
shots, boy.
So
Next
them
question
people
is
they
Candy.
playing.
Candy, do you think Kinlaw will come back with with an impact this season for the defense? I think we talked about that one earlier.
Look
too.
good, no good. That's all that is. But
If
go ahead.
Dietrich is playing, yes. If he's not, then we all saw how that went. I mean, we've seen this experiment now, right? That
Look good,
pass
no good.
rush, that pass rush has to be in full effect, right? To get them going, and the pass rush is so much that relies on the pass rush. But once Dietrich and Dorrance went out, there wasn't so this will have to be a very healthy defensive line for him to really see his true impact and what he can do, because I think we've already seen that experiment.
I think he have a better life as a security guard at a club and be more effective there because he look good but look good, no good is Kinlaw.
Mm-hmm.
He's been there since he got for South Carolina. Said to tell you.
Who?
Kinlaw.
Ken Law.
Look good, no good. Look good in pass, no good when he play.
He was up and down. I mean, I'm just be realistic about
How
it.
long this experiment gonna come?
But the thing is, I mean, he's played well enough to still be in the league. Can he get turned around to where he becomes a monster? We don't know. We just have to wait and see.
Look good, no good.
You just say look like Tarzan plays like Jane.
Huh? I ain't gonna put
not
that
touching
on
that one.
Jane. I ain't even gonna put that on Jane.
You ain't gonna put that on Jane.
I ain't even put
Not
Jane
touching
play
that one.
better. Jane play her part better than that.
Okay, Candy. He said Seattle. Okay, Candy. Last year you told us it was the revenge tour for the Commanders, and you were looking forward to seeing the Commanders play Denver, right? Which
Right.
game is standing out to you this year? I know I know we all talk about the first six, right? But which game are you most excited for this year besides that, that first six, or you can go inside that first six, or
I mean, it's got to be in the first six. I mean, last year, the Revenge Tour, if you all remember, the Revenge Tour was about them playing all the teams they were not supposed to beat in 2024.
yep.
And the Revenge Tour, those teams got their lick back. Every single last one of those teams got their lick. I told y'all, I said, you guys, this isn't going to go well. This is not. Because I have to be honest and objective, and I know what I was watching in August, and I was like, nope. This is, when the schedule came out, it was still like, I was there, and these people on these other teams were very confused and shocked by losing. And I knew they weren't going to come back, easy. It was going to be tough anyway. You want to know what game I'm looking forward to?
I'm ready.
It's always week 2 in Dallas, because you cannot get past Dallas, Dan Quinn, and Jay Daniels. For the life of you, you can't get past them.
That was a question
that's one that you got to do. But you want to know what I'm looking forward to? What are you going to do against Seattle at your home?
Thank you. I said week 3.
What are you going to do? Because that was a disaster on Art Monk night. Oh,
yep.
They came in here on so many cans. They got it's probably still open cans of WA laying around Northwest Stadium somewhere, because they emptied out the shelves. All that whoop tail they brung in here.
Now Detroit did too. Detroit, I already knew. I said, the Bears were gonna try. They could have got them, but they were coming. Caleb Williams was coming back to his backyard, because truthfully, this is his backyard. It's not his team, but it's his backyard, and you took his neighborhood from him in front of everybody at the last second. That was subversive. So I knew that was going to be. But Detroit, they were coming. Dan Campbell was coming out for blood. This year, home opener. Come on, NFL. Come on, y'all. Why y'all did? Okay, but all right. Home opener.
Give it to him while it's fresh.
Super Bowl champs. You giving everybody else a good deal. You giving everybody else a solid.
Straight out
everybody else is getting a solid. You do understand that, right? That's what's happening here. I don't care. Somebody might not like what I'm saying, but it's the truth. You're doing a solid for everybody else, except for the Commanders.
Yep.
Home opener, Seattle. What are you going to do? That was bad. And I'm gonna tell you another one that I actually would just, mm, I couldn't believe it because you're doing it again.
Mm.
John Riggins night.
Yeah. Who
Yep.
y'all play John
The
Riggins night?
Against the Rams.
Yep.
Week
Ooh,
9.
Against the Rams.
ooh.
What are we doing
Sean
Why
here?
the
McVay.
Rams? With all the weapons that they have coming in, why do we choose the Rams to honor
Sean
John Riggins?
McVay.
That's when we should do it with
Ooh.
Dallas.
Sean McVay night, huh? Mm.
Are you
He
sure
said
about
Sean
this?
McVay.
Are you sure about this?
Ooh,
Are you
Well,
sure
me.
about
I
this?
give y'all kudos for making sure y'all are celebrating the legends the proper way, and they're making it a good night. You will have a good crowd because they're playing the Rams and it's John Riggins Day. But just make sure you take your attendance figures in the first quarter and at the third.
Al is a mess. Okay, Candy, we got a question from
And
Garage
y'all
Legal
know the
Life.
Seattle game was the one that Jaden got hurt with that elbow.
Yes,
Hmm.
So
yes.
this is not you doing this week 3. That's not.
Mm.
It says Candy, content creator question. What do you like most about doing shows like First String Podcast, and why haven't more of your colleagues followed your example?
Me. That's an easy question.
I feel like my colleagues do shows. I think, right? I mean, Lake Lewis does shows.
Yeah,
David Harrison does shows. Donna
yeah.
Hopkins, y'all had Donna on the
We had
show
Donna last week.
last week. You've had Lou Holder on
Yep.
the show. Um, Listen, I mean, I don't mind, and this is when you've been too relaxed, probably been off too long. I mean, I think the reality is this, we are not content creators per se. We create content, but we're media journalists, reporters, but we do work for smaller outlets. I started in this business with my own independent outlet, and I was covering the team on site, and then of course rules changed, and you couldn't do independent anymore. So, I was blessed with an opportunity with Bowie TV, and so I make it very intentional because I understand First String Podcast. CWall Sports and Entertainment was the same, and it's still the same, right? I haven't
Mhm.
gotten rid of my outlet, right? I just do this now through Bowie TV and on Bowie TV. So I understand, I get it, and truth be told, you all show me love, right?
It's easy.
If you are organized, if you are professional, if you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, I'm going to show up for you because you show up for me. You show me love. Not everybody else thinks highly, I guess, of Bowie TV or myself. So they feel like, oh, they want other people on their shows, and you do that. But with my background in organizational change management and communication strategy, I understand how important every single space is. That's why I tell you all the time, I got to be objective, but I got to tend to every stakeholder group.
Yep.
And I'm not about to get in a space and then act like I don't understand what that space is like. Of course I do. And as long as you all are showing me love and being professional, I'm going to do your show. And now, it's going to come a point I probably can't do a whole bunch of different shows. It's going to be select shows that I do, and First String Podcast will be one that I will continue to do. But because it's just a lot, because I have to do my own shows as
Yep.
well. But I, I I I get it, and I'm not one of those people that's gonna ever. I'm authentic, I'm real, and I get it, and I'm from here,
Yep.
so that connection. I need to know what's going on. I need to know what's going on, and I always tried my best to be the media journalist and reporter that I felt like we didn't have when I was a consumer of content and when I was a fan, right? I'd be like, this, that, and third, it's a little different. So I'm able to do it that way. And I have a team that supports the way I want to do it. And so I appreciate that question. And I know that was probably long winded, but I think I wanted to be honest too, because I
Yeah.
appreciate that question.
I thank you for answering that question the way that you did because that meant the world to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we do show you love. Like we all went to school to Bowie,
Mm-hmm.
and for sure that's why
That's
I
bad.
love having you on. that's where I was.
That's an added bonus. We love you mostly
Yeah,
because of the information and the content that you bring us from behind the
absolutely.
scenes.
The insight.
And even though it's on that team of being Ashburn, like I said, but you do give us the best team that plays instead of Maryland content too of the Baltimore Ravens. So we appreciate it. So we appreciate that
That is
too.
funny. Oh,
Well,
that's funny.
thank you. We know you headed out there. You got your big hats ready.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure that out because I was like, wait, I was looking at my hair and I was like, I had to change my hair because my hat, like I'm already like trying to figure out my hats and how I want to wear my hair and do all of this. And so I've just been out in the sun already too much. Luckily, they're at the in the mornings. Y'all do
Yep.
know that, right? Training
Yep.
camp is every day, and the commander's camp is at 8:30 in the morning. So that will help, but it'll still be hot.
Yep. Okay. Just a public announcement. When they start doing these press conferences, y'all need to do y'all homework. You got to listen to the press conferences, listen to the
Yes.
questions that she
Yes.
asks, listen to the questions, so that way when you guys, when Candy comes back to First String Podcast, you know that question's already been asked and answered and things of that nature. So you want a little bit extra insight. Make sure you're listening to the press conferences because you don't want to ask those questions again because you already got those. Thank you, Candy, for your time. We
Yeah,
really,
John.
really do appreciate you. Enjoy your last couple of days off. Get ready. Stay hydrated.
She ready to get back into it. She knows she can't wait. And
She can't
Oh
wait.
yeah, I've
I
been
can see the
chilling. I've been
juices burning on over
I've
there.
been chilling. That's why I had told Pick I was like I can be on until 9:30. I told him, but I know he was like, nah, we got you up front. I was like, all right, bet. But I was like, it might as well go back. Once I get to the part where I'm wearing my afro out, y'all didn't see. I mean, I've been posting pictures. I'm like, I
Oh,
got
I
an
seen the
afro.
pictures.
It's up in a bun. It's 100 degrees out here. I don't even care. I'm just outside.
It's
I
too
was
hot for
outside doing.
curls. It's too hot for curls, girl. What you
Yeah,
talking
I'm
about?
like, I ain't no curls. Ain't nobody doing all that. People, I've been wearing my glasses all the time. I'm getting some more eyeglass chains. I've just been doing all kinds.
Now, here's the thing: we gonna know we in the middle of training camp when she come with a pair of glasses on her head, on her face, and a pair on her head. That's when we
And
be like,
stressed
oh.
out. And probably stressed out. Like, listen, y'all, this not good. It's not.
Thank you so much again. We appreciate it. Look forward to your
Yes.
content. Make sure you guys are following Candy on all of her socials. Um, on Twitter,
Mhm.
Facebook, Instagram. She puts out great information, great reels, and things of that nature. Man, it's pretty awesome. Thank you. We really, really do not take you coming on here for granted. We appreciate you for real.
No, thank you all for having me. We back next week. Training camp next week. We back
Training
next
camps
week.
next week.
So
In the grind, in the
back
Yep.
in
chase.
the grind. Yep. All right. See you
All right.
guys soon
Take
then.
care.
Okay.
All
Bye.
right, y'all.
And give them hell. And
Let
don't
back
give
in
them no easy questions. We want answers.
All
it.
right.
They say it's got to bounce here a little bit, but we do have a little bit of homework that we have to get done, and we're going to jump out of order so Sid can give us his real quick. So I
Uh-oh.
told you guys that we're looking at the quarterback rooms for the NFC East. So Sid has the Philadelphia Eagles. Sid, you want to break down that Philadelphia Eagles quarterback room for us real quick?
Oh, for sure, for sure. I got this right here. One of the things that we all talked about that we liked um, the NFL did a few years back was the ability to have a third quarterback on staff on emergency, just in case that can be active at the same time. It didn't cost you a roster spot. Jalen Hurts is the proven star. Jalen Hurts is a guy that has had multiple offensive coordinators. You know, can he apply himself to get this offense rolling again, minus some pieces, adding some pieces at the same time to get back where they were in the Super Bowl? They won one. They actually should have won two. We don't know why they started running the ball, but they did. Hey, it is what it is. It happens. Happened in Seattle. So hey, that's all we can say about that. Uh, Jalen Hurts is he's a proven commodity. If given time, if given the proper setup, he'll do what he's supposed to do. Now, back over Jalen Hurts, we got Andy Dalton, also known as the Red
Oh,
Rocket.
wait. Oh,
He
wait.
has been in Cincinnati. He's been in Carolina. He's traveled, but he's one of those guys. He's a steady Eddie. He'll come in, win you one or two games if he has to, and he'll do what he's supposed to do. he's in that part of his career now to where he's a backup. He understands that as well, but he also understands he can come in and do what he needs to do to possibly win a game or two for this team. Andy Dalton is not he's not a big drop off. The guy can play. The guy can read offenses. He can read defenses. So he's not a big drop off. Now these last two guys, I'm gonna talk about both of them at the same time because Tanner McKee, he was drafted by Philadelphia. He's been on their roster. He's been practicing. He's been doing his thing, trying to he's played a couple games, a couple meaningless games. He's come in and play. He's won a couple meaningless games, the same as well. But he's getting that experience. Between him and Cole Payton, who is North Dakota State quarterback who was drafted this year. Now these two will be competing for that third spot.
Should be. Yep.
It should be competing for this third spot. A few years ago, Pick heard me say about another quarterback that was drafted and only played one game that year. And I was like, there's no way I would use a first rounder on him.
Yeah.
Anybody know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. He went to San Fran?
He went to San Fran.
And is he in the league anymore?
Yeah, he was playing with the Cowboys. But anyway,
yeah, that's right. He was, Al. He was.
He
Is he
was
still in
playing
that
the
quarterback
Cowboys.
room? We'll find out.
So we'll see. I mean, because it's like one of those leagues where he's in San Diego. Okay, it's like he was playing in one of those leagues where they had the majority of the talent. Although now they've moved up to a different level, so it's going to be comparison. It's going to be a difference to see how they operate. Now, can Cole Payton, the lefty, come in and compete to stay on this team, or to get signed to where he can stay on the team and learn? Is the question. Like I said,
the only thing he's gonna do is rookie year is run scout team. He gonna
that's all both of them are gonna do.
That's all they're gonna do is run scout team.
Him and the third guy, both of them do the same thing. Jalen Hurts he's the established quarterback on this team,
and he's been healthy too. So, and you got to back up in Pittman. I'm sorry, not Pittman, but
Dalton.
Dalton that'll take care of everything else on the backside right there. He shouldn't need many reps, but for the most part, said I think that quarterback room looks really solid in Philadelphia. Your primary, your backup, they're pretty solid. Your third person, if you see him, we already know that your season has gone awry, right?
You got that right.
Al, are you ready to do the Cowboys?
I'm ready to go, fellas.
Okay, say it.
We're gonna hit the Atlanta quarterback depth chart later, but we'll talk about it another time.
You're such a hater.
Hey,
man,
somebody got to be number two.
You got the best stock of number twos in the league. See what you talking about, man? People be calling y'all all year looking to buy one of them off y'all as a backup. But
come on.
All right, man. Let's start with everybody know. I mean, our season and our offense goes as the number 6 rated quarterback by his peers in the league. Number 6, I said, rated quarterback in the league by his peers and a panel of established NFL scouts. Dakota Rain Prescott is the Dallas Cowboys starting quarterback, and it's simply a show it or prove it year. We've known he can put up stats. He can be a runner-up in the MVP race. He can do everything, and he can keep several star wide receivers happy. But
one of them better be happy, or he's gonna wind up with a dead horse in his bed.
Don't worry about that. So Dakota Rain Prescott, the number 1 quarterback in the NFC East, even though there was some question by other pundits for some reason, because Jaden had a little breakout year a couple years ago, and then he was Jaden. The number one quarterback, number 1 quarterback in the NFC East is by far Dakota Rain Prescott. He's our number 1. Our number 2 is Joe Milton. If there's ever a category, if there ever was a QB challenge of athleticism and everything that it takes to be a great football player at the quarterback position, Joe Milton will probably lead that race.
Oh boy,
But he's a solid backup.
overhyped.
Has a cannon for the arm. Throws it 70 yards from his knees.
Is it on target?
He throws it 70 yards from his knees.
Yeah, because he hit on
And
his knees, and I'm
what we
pretty sure it's
saw
considered
in
down.
spot damage, in spot filling for Dakota last year, late in the season, he still has some growing to go as a quarterback. And I have no problem with that. That's why he'll back up. And this third guy, I think he's been sitting here as a scout, as a spy. Because I don't know why we signed Sam Howell, former commander, former commode, former whatever you want to call him, man. This is one of the days. We very seldomly sign ex commanders. They normally sign ex Cowboys. But for whatever reason, man, he got to feel about the spot. They say you can put three quarterbacks on the roster. Somebody has to throw on scout team. So I guess it'd be Sam Howell. So, but by far, I think our quarterback room from 1 through 2 or 1 to 3 is probably definitely a top 10 quarterback room in the league when you account for the backup as well.
All right, okay. Well, my homework was the New York Giants.
Mm,
The New York Giants right now they have three quarterbacks on their roster. Um, I'm gonna take this in reverse order. Okay. Um, Brandon Allen has been in the league for 10 years. Out of University of Arkansas, he's the most inexperienced person on their roster right now. That would be Brandon Allen for the New York Giants. You all know who the backup quarterback is, which is Jameis Winston. We see him everywhere. Jameis Winston's been in the league for 12 years. Um, we call him Mr. 50-50 because it's 50-50 chance that he could be throwing an interception or a touchdown. But the one thing I can say about Jameis is he
great.
does know how to bring a team together. He
Yes.
knows how to.
Galvanized.
He is the true definition of a leader, right? It's wow. It's going to be a wow ride with Jameis, but he does know how to bring that team together. Now, with 2 years of experience, going into his second year, Jackson Dart has to prove that he has the ability to stay healthy, just like Jalen Hurts does. Oh, sorry, not Jalen Hurts, but
Say 2 years of
Jaden.
experience. When he get
This is his
2 years.
second year.
Oh, this is second
This is his
coming in.
second year, going into his second year. He has to stay upright on the field, and I think he needs to learn that he's a quarterback and his best ability is to start the play and end the play with the ball in someone else's hands, not his,
And get
because he has
that.
to be there for 17 games.
He won't. He won't.
Yeah, that mentality of I'm a running back is not going to have you have a very long career. And if you don't believe me, Cam Newton is much bigger and he got ran down really fast as well.
Yeah, Cam's a huge guy.
He was a huge guy, and Jackson Dart is 6'2", 223 pounds, right? That
Isn't he
ain't
two
going to
twenty three? I'm surprised. I don't think he's 223.
Yeah,
But
they have him listed at
yeah,
223. I don't think that's gonna.
yeah, I think he's more about 212. But
Yeah.
maybe.
So we'll see his growth. He's a new head coach this year, and from what I understand, their offensive side of the ball is full of experience. Let's see if they can get him to understand that he has to be there for his team this year and finish the season upright, not on the IR. Now let's go to the Washington Commanders. This was supposed to be Lady A's, but she's dealing with power issues.
Hmm.
So we are going to do it the exact same way that we did the New York Giants. We're going to start with our rookie. I can't say his name. Out of Rutgers. Don't even begin to ask me to say his name. That's a lot of letters. McManus, whatever. I can't say his name. John, you'll do a better job than me. Um, Rookie out of Rutgers. Um, Literally, he's coming in to try to get that third spot from Sam Hartman. Sam Hartman has been on our roster for a while, and people are asking. There's a question in the chat right now. What is Sam Hartman doing on our roster when the only thing he is Jaden Daniels' best friend?
Get donuts for the team
Well,
meetings.
well, I can't tell you what else he does. Maybe I got you. Maybe he helps Jaden study. Maybe he's a quiz guy. Who knows, right? But when Jaden's there with his getting his VR workout on, I don't know if you guys saw quarterbacks, but Sam is right there as well. He may not be in the VR, but he's there studying with him and working out with him as well. Um, but as far as it comes, when we were onto our third quarterback last year, the Washington Commanders went out and sought to sign a veteran. You cannot do that. You have to be able to. You've been in this system for a while. You have to be able to get onto the field. The coaches have to have trust in you, and this is their way of saying we need to trust you. By Cal Ekmanis, uh, whatever. I got you. Thank you, John, for putting it in there phonetically for me. Bringing him in next. We have Marcus Mariota. We saw him play a lot last year. Um, if he plays as many games as he did last year, our season is going in the wrong direction. Um, if your backup is playing over 3 games, your season is going in the wrong direction,
Your
right?
season's over.
If your backup, if your main backup is playing over 3 games, your season is going in the wrong direction. But if your backup does play 3 games, then he should have a record of at least 2-1 to keep you guys afloat. He has to have a record better than 500. I believe Marcus Mariota is more than capable of keeping us afloat if Jaden goes down. The thing is, we want to see Jaden play as many games as he did in 2024. We know that Marcus is more than capable. He has 12 years in the league. And then we go to Jaden Daniels entering his 3rd year in the league. Jaden has a chip on his shoulder. He wanted to play. You heard CWall say it earlier. He wanted to play last year. He did not want to be shut down. Um, and he's a competitor. If you guys watch quarterback, the one thing that you saw is Jaden Daniels is a competitor. The one thing that you guys saw about Cam Ward is he is a competitor. He didn't want to lose at fishing. He didn't. Al, did you see that?
I did.
He he didn't want to lose at fishing. Like he's supposed to be relaxing, get away from football, right? And his boy caught a fish, and he didn't. He said, "Cam will stay out there until he catch more fish than me."
Hmm.
These guys are competitors. They are alphas, and Jaden is a dog of a competitor. Just like CWall said, when those 3rd downs and 4th downs needed to be made, Jaden made those plays in 2024. The question is, in 2026, will the offensive coordinator David Blau do it in different ways where you have him in bootlegs, where you give him a go? You can either run for a 1st down or get it to a tight end coming from the backside, running back in the flat, and layer that thing so that it's easier for you to get the ball out of your hand. So, sort of the same way I said that at the end of the play, you have to have the ball out of your hand and into the hands of your playmakers. The same thing I said for Jackson Dart, right? So that's what we need to see from Jaden this year. I believe this offense is going to take care of him. I believe this offense is going to protect him a lot more. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers. So those are the quarterback rooms in the NFC East. Al, I'm going to ask you to be impartial. I'm going to ask you to take your cowboy hat off for a second, please. I want you to stack the cowboy rooms. And for everyone in the chat, please stack. I'm sorry. I said cowboy rooms. Stack the quarterback rooms as you guys see it. We just broke them down. Stack them from 1 to 4 in the chat, please. Let us know who you guys think has the best quarterback room in the NFC East. Al, can you go ahead and give us your 1 to 4 of quarterback room? You muted yourself.
The best quarterback room. So we have to take into account all 3 quarterbacks, of course, right? Or all 2 quarterbacks. Let's stop. Let's get this out of the way first of all. If we're ranking quarterbacks in the NFC East right now, it would be 1 Dak Prescott, 2 Jalen Hurts, 3 Jaden Daniels, 4 Jackson Dart. That's just my opinion. I think a lot would agree. I mean, I think Jaden still gets respect for having been a Super Bowl champion, but his job may be on the line this year if he does not perform the way he should. If I incorporate all the quarterbacks in the room, Jaden solid along with um, Mariota is a very good combination. Mariota's always been an underachiever in this league. Jaden's been an overachiever, so you have a good balance. Um, Truthfully, Dallas really just has Dak. We're very Dak dependent. So if I'm going by quarterback room, will I do I believe that Joe Milton can win us a lot of ball games? I think he could come in on spot duty, but maybe. But if that goes down, so does our season. So it'll be hard to put that quarterback room as a whole at number one. So I would probably say Eagles room number one be with Jaden and Andy Dalton, established starter in this league, established veteran, played behind, of course, played many years behind as well, played in Cincinnati as well, started for Cincinnati, excuse me, but has been is designated as a backup now, but still a very competent backup should something happen to um, Jalen Hurts. So I have to put Philadelphia one. I would probably put Mariota and um, Daniels two, Dallas three, and then Jackson Dart and Crab Legs. I love Crab Legs, but that would be the weakest as a total room. So I gave you my stats for the best quarterbacks, and then I gave you by the best room.
Yeah,
So
so yeah, you did the assignment. So full commander show here says Commanders 1,
he's
Cowboys 2,
smoking.
Eagles 3, Giants 4.
He must be in a dispensary.
Um um Dallas 1, Bruce says Dallas 1, Philly 2, Washington 3, the fourth is New York.
Bruce got it right.
So Garage Gym Life John here, he says entire room Dallas then Washington, just quarterbacks, right? Just number one quarterbacks, right? He goes JD5, Dak,
John, stop it.
Hurts, Dart.
Stop it. Please stop it, John.
So Al, this brings me to my question for you. At the same, if you put them year for year, right? Dak in his third year, JD5 in his third year, right?
Yes.
Would it be the way John is saying, or would it be still Dak?
I just think right now with how Dak has played consistently over the last since let's just go since Jaden's been in the league. So this big year going into year three for Jaden. Jaden had a dynamic, unprecedented rookie of the year type of year, one of the best rookie seasons we've ever seen from any first year quarterback. But consistency matters.
It does.
And Dak Prescott has been hands down from the quarterback position, the best quarterback. I'm not talking wins and losses, playing the quarterback position, the best quarterback in the NFC East by far.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. He's been the best quarterback in the NFC East by far, with limited weapons. And now that he has two, you could say number one wide receivers.
And a
What will
running game,
he do? And will this be the because it's do it now or it'll never be done
right? Oh no, offensively
for
wise,
him. It'll be
offensively wise,
if they don't win a Super Bowl this
We have
year,
a
and you
Super
have
Bowl
two
caliber
legit number one wide receivers, and not only that, but you have a very good running game that you
Yes,
can lean on. You have a nice tight end in Dallas. The question
yeah,
will be if the offense is putting up the points and can the defense hold the team under 20 points? And if they can't, Dallas is in trouble. But here's something that doesn't happen often. It says, John says, I forgot the Red Rifles in Philly, not Dallas. I agree with Al's assessment. Philly, then us, then Dallas.
for the quarterback room. Yes,
Yes. Um, he said he got gummies. He said he got gummies. If I'm smoking, he said, if I'm smoking, then you gotta hope. So a lot of good stuff. Yeah. Jaden's taking the team further. Jaden's taking the team further than Dak Prescott has. Our punter has more passing yards in the playoffs than Dak. These are facts, Al. You can't argue with the facts.
Jaden has taken that one year that I take nothing away from that year, but consistency
But you got to
matters
do it again. We got to
from
do
the
it again. We
quarterback
got to do it again.
position.
And here's the
And
thing
like I
about it.
said, Dak has gone through the hurt phases and everything along in his career. He's shown they can bounce back and still be elite. I don't take anything away from, and this is being unbiased in my commentary. I take nothing away from Jaden Daniels' first year. But what did I keep telling you the whole time at the end of the season? After I said there are people in this league that get paid a lot of money to stop Jaden Daniels. And with a year's worth of film, they're going to have a lot more opportunities and a lot more information to be able to put things in place that will limit his success. Now, I think we saw some of that last year, but I think we also saw poor game plans by your offensive coordinator,
Oh yeah,
and also injuries to Jaden. Like I said, he played almost the entire season, if not the whole season. That first season, I think he missed 7 games last season. So, I mean, he can't be the number one quarterback in the NFC East when you got two other quarterbacks that have played basically every game, and he's missed almost half a season, and his stats look like he missed over half a season.
yeah,
So
and they should have because of the way he was injured. No, he's not RG3 2.0. I'm sorry. No, I'm gonna disagree with you right there.
little similarity,
No, it's no
little
similarities, man.
similarities.
No, I'm gonna tell you where the similarities stop
To
at.
be determined,
No,
pick.
no, no,
What
no,
the hell
no,
you
no.
say?
I'm gonna tell you where the similarities stop at.
Okay.
This is where both they're both Heisman Trophy winners. That's
Uh-huh.
similar. They're both number 2 picks, right?
Yes.
The,
Both
the
rookie of
second
the year.
overall pick, right? The second overall pick. That's what the
Rookie of the year.
similarities. The similarities end when you step on the field and you have to play the game from the head up, from the
Yeah,
neck up.
I get it.
RG3 can't comprehend half of the stuff that Jaden Daniels does in the first few seconds of a play. He was not that dude when it comes to being
Okay.
that smart on the field. No.
I
Anytime
listen,
Mike Shanahan
I'm
had
gonna
to bring in
disagree.
a special
I'm going to
offense for
disagree.
you,
I'm going to disagree with you
no.
because I think RG
No.
is very intelligent.
RG3
Yeah.
can't play this game from the neck up. He
Mm.
cannot. He could not play. If he could, he would still be in the league. He can't process half the way that Jason
But
processes things.
but
That what Jaden
well,
processes
you
things.
might be. I don't want to take a knock at the guy's intelligence. It's being playing the quarterback position in the NFL is an extremely difficult position. There's a lot of people who can't play the quarterback position from the neck up. They have the physical abilities, but can't process what you're saying. And some of them guys still have jobs right now. But like I said,
He's
what
out of the league.
I know he's out of the league. What I'm saying is that's no knock on his intelligence. That's just a knock of just not being good enough to hack it on the elite level. Because
Hold on.
there's still
I got
some.
one for you. I got one better for you. I got one better for you. All right. And this happened maybe the last 2 seasons in the league. A player goes from one team, cut, waived, traded, whatever, and goes to another team and he's playing on a short week. It happened with Baker Mayfield and it also happened with Joe Flacco, right? You could never get RG3 ready in a couple of days. You just could not do it. It wouldn't
I
happen.
understand the Shanahan offensive pick. He had a very successful year
I'm not saying that he
and run
did
with
it.
you all. I mean, granted,
What I'm saying
Shanahan
is
was the
the,
read one half of the field, and you got to understand there's offenses right now that run similar concepts that limit the processing for some of these quarterbacks, even in
yeah,
today's NFL. I'm not
but
saying that's the
even
case.
as you're in the league longer and longer, you're supposed to be that field is supposed to expand, not
It
from a
is,
quarter, not to a half, but that
but,
field should expand. His field never expanded.
but
We
that's
talk
what
about
makes
we
good
talk
quarterbacks
about
elite.
we talk about people getting better, right? And that jump that they're supposed to make from their rookie year to their second year all the time. There was no jump for him, right?
But he started off very
Jaden's
high.
second year.
He didn't have to jump as far because he started off very high. But I mean, until he got hurt in that Baltimore game, I mean, I didn't hear all this from most of you Commanders fans. Him running, his
It was
talent,
also
how he was reading.
it
I
was
didn't hear
also
how you
smoke and
complain.
mirrors. It was also smoke and mirror. It was a lot of smoke and mirrors out. It was a
It
lot
could
of
have been.
smoke and
I'm
mirrors.
just saying, Pete, hindsight is always 2020,
It
and
is,
I'm
but we
just
will
saying
find out. But
it
I'm
is
telling
to
you
be
guys,
determined for Jaden.
but
I
the
don't.
comparisons between Jaden and RG3
Are
stop
are are,
from
are
the
legit
neck
are
up.
legitimate.
They stop from the
But
neck
Vic, you don't know
up.
that yet. You're only 2 years in.
What are you talking about? Hey, the touchdown that he
So let me
threw,
ask you. Let me ask
the
you.
total. Hold
Okay.
on, wait. I'm gonna give it to you right here. The touchdown that he threw versus Tampa Bay in the playoffs to De'Ami Brown on the backside,
Okay.
on the backside of that play. They started off in a 2-by-2, and Tampa was in a two high shell, right,
Hmm.
right, and Christian McCaffrey. I'm sorry, not Christian, but McCaffrey comes in motion, going to a 3-by-1 set now. on the backside of that defense, they're playing man over something coverage, like between the safety and the corner, because now he has to watch for backside lurkers, right?
Okay.
The way that he processed that whole thing,
I
the
can't.
way that he processed that whole thing, and to stare down Diami over here to make the safety move, and then
Okay.
Diami cut back across to get that touchdown. That was processing that RG3 still can't do to this day.
Okay. Okay. Let's take that one play and say you're absolutely right. But what if Jaden comes out next year?
I feel you.
Don't let me finish.
No. I was talking about this comment right here. I told you you have the
I
right to
told you he's
disagree.
highly
This
intelligent.
is my
That
opinion.
doesn't make him.
I'm not saying that he's not intelligent. I'm talking about his
I do. I
football
agree that
play.
if he doesn't hurt his knee, we don't know because he could have learned to do a lot of the things you're saying. Because he started off with just as high of a ceiling as Jaden, if not higher. I remember telling people, man, and it only with the similarity stopped when you got Regina and then RG3 Senior, Junior, or his father, the second. That's where the similarity stopped. Because two parents, one's a man, one's a mom, one's a dad. But their parents still have a lot of control over them. I think LG3's father had a little bit too much control of his thinking, and Jaden's an independent thinker from his mom and allows her to do what she wants to do, but still knows how to get his career. So that way, maybe. But I'm just telling you, if Jaden comes out next year, let's say has 3,000 yards, 21 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
I'm just saying, if he does, then it's going to be so difficult because he's still processing stuff, but he's making some mistakes. But like I said, I don't expect it, but I'm just saying everything's in the realm of possibility. I think Jaden's a much more prepared kid. He had a lot more career starts than RG3. Like I said, Jaden had 51 starts. I think almost 50 starts in his college career. RG3 was a 2-year starter. I mean, there's a lot of things that you aren't taking into account that could have been if RG3 has as many college starts as Jaden. Is he a better processor of the information?
That's another thing too. That's another thing. The offense that he played in college, it didn't lend itself to the pros. It wasn't.
Coaching.
The
Coaching.
coaching,
A lot of it.
absolutely. And listen, these are my opinions, and you
I get
all
it.
are allowed to disagree with me. But my opinions is what I'm going to stand on, right? And I'm not saying that RG3 was a bad player, but what I'm saying is over his time in the NFL, his processing never got but the game is supposed to slow down for you. Like it is like drinking water through a fire hose your rookie season. And that's why people say that you're as you get greater in the game or further along in the game, it'll slow down. It should have slowed down, halfway through your first season. It should slow down a little bit more as you get more and more snaps. Last year, Jaden Daniels had he was a starting quarterback with under 100 plays. I mean, I'm sorry, not 100 plays, but 100 starts. Right? He didn't reach 100 starts yet, and it was filled with injuries. RG3 filled with injuries, but RG3 got other opportunities. He got other opportunities in different stops, and it was the same result. That's my point. Is it should slow down. My point being, if you get traded or cut from one team and sent to another team, right? Can that team get you ready in a couple of days and get you on the field to play decently? I don't think that could have happened with RG3. That's my point of the
Well, no, I
processing.
disagree. I'm going to tell you something. No, I'm going to tell you why I disagree with that statement. If you put me in the same scenario where I got only a short few days to study and a limited game plan, then you're gonna have limited reads and process.
You are gonna have
So
limited reads.
RG3 would probably have success in that because he would, from what you're saying, he was a limited half the field read type of processor or quarterback. I mean, these kids. I mean, I think people underestimate the difficulty it takes in processing all the different facets of
In
each
4 seconds.
play.
In 4
Each
seconds.
play in 4 seconds, from reading the change of defense, reading the coverage, knowing the plays, knowing the release, timing. There's so many things that go into that, and we're we don't give it the credence that the impact that it probably has because we think we see it on video games and we see it don't the best make it look easy. But like I'm trying to tell you, it's very few who process on that elite level. That just make a good quarterback elite. I
And
mean,
that's what I'm saying is that's the difference between Jaden and RG3
okay.
is uh, his processing. He's elite. He's much better at it. He's faster at it. And let's see what happens now that he probably helped build this offense that they're going to run this year.
Of course they should. They should. They better if they want to
Right.
have success. Let them have input.
Right. And if he knows this offense the way that we think that he's going to know this offense, whoa, watch out. Watch out. Okay, Al, let's switch topics real fast. We're going to talk about little FIFA soccer. Did you happen to watch the finals?
I,
That was on
I
your birthday, so I'm
it,
pretty sure you.
it was on my birthday. It was. I actually watched part of it because I was at dinner, doing the with the church. Then we went to dinner afterwards, so I only saw part of it. But I did rewatch the game afterwards, and man, let me say something. I'm glad Spain won. I did not want to see Argentina win. That's for personal reasons for that. But if you're not impressed with the way Spain plays soccer and defense
Oh,
and the pressure they put on, you're I'm not a soccer guru or anything, but I was mesmerized by. I was like that. They just won't give them the ball.
nope,
They won't let them have the ball, and
nope.
They kept Messi in jail. I was gonna go to court so they give him some bail. You know what I'm saying? Let him out because I mean they couldn't find him nowhere. I thought what's his name? I thought the boy AJ Terrell was on the field, and it was and he had Scary Terry out there, man. Because I was APB out there looking
For Messi?
for Messi, man. But I was truly impressed, and I don't care. I know we don't do the political thing, but I like the fact how they gave 47 a little shade afterwards. Like, man, go ahead, get out of our picture,
Get
man.
out of stage. Get off the
Get off the
stage.
stage, man. We doing this for Spain, man. We're not doing this for you, man. But no, meeting them all. I don't know if many that know his story, man. But a terrific prodigy, man. He's just great. He's just so happy that his family was able to be there, and he can give them a better life than he had, man. Like you said, he came. It's just so many undertones with this whole Spain thing. I mean, they've been the best team in the world, even though France was rated number one. They won the Euros for the last 2 years,
Yep.
and they won the World Cup. I mean, the best team won, and it was tough. It was almost I heard another commentator that equated to almost like watching a no hitter, and
Yeah.
that's kind of what it was. It was a
Yeah.
no hitter for for Argentina,
Well,
and
first off, I'm going to tell you this. Um, I thought that Argentina's goalie was
oh, it was
amazing.
sensational,
He
sensational.
was amazing because the way that they just attacked. Um, in their second line, their midfielders would up. Their midfielders, the midfielders
Best
for
midfield
Spain,
in the world.
yeah, man, are you kidding me? It's like you get the ball and you think you're going to attack, and you can't get past our midfielders to even get to our defenders. They only gave up one goal, and it literally is because
Fire.
they attack you. And the thing that I took out of it is my takeaway from this championship game was the United States is far, much further behind than we all thought. There,
Please
because if
don't be
you,
confused by this
oh,
enthusiasm. We're still number 16 for the world. We moved up one spot in the world rankings based upon our performance. We went from 17 to 16. But the difference between that top 5 or 6 teams and everybody else is is miles and miles and miles apart.
absolutely. So yeah, if for me, I really did enjoy it. I liked everything that I saw. And okay, here we go. Our next topic, real fast, is okay. This is the final word right here, and we're gonna get out of here. And my final word is on Caitlin Clark.
Okay, I'm interested to hear this.
Okay, there was like a congressional panel sort of put together to looking into the treatment of Caitlin Clark by some congressmen and women about how she is being treated in the WNBA. And we talked about competitors, right? We talked about that today. We all talked about competition. And the last time I checked, Caitlin Clark is a dog competitor. She is not in need of rescue. I, I'm not understanding Congress looking into the treatment of an athlete in their arena when did you look into that when Michael Jordan was getting beat up by the Detroit Pistons? Did you look into that when Bird and Magic came into the league and they were competitors? They back then when you could fight in the NBA, did you look into it then? Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that Caitlin Clark is the face of the WNBA. Before Bird and Magic played in those championship games, the NBA was on the verge of going away. Those games were on tape delay. It was that rivalry between the Celtics
And the Lakers.
and the Lakers that changed everything for the NBA. So, what am I getting at here? I'm getting at this. Caitlin Clark is not being treated unfairly. It's called paying your dues a little bit. But in paying those dues, you got to remember there was a natural rivalry that brewed in college, the same way it did for Bird and Magic. And what happened from that rivalry? The NBA went to a new level. So
But
you don't need to be involved in everything. Sometimes you have to let things play out. And while
and
everybody's looking at Bird and Magic, you guys forgot that Michael Jordan got hurt with a knee injury and was set back another year.
ankle.
Yeah. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. The WNBA, yes, Caitlin Clark may be the face. Angel Reese is getting better, right? She's improving. Both of them are improving. Let it breathe. Don't be in such a rush to defend someone when you don't understand what's going on. There are much bigger problems that you congressmen and women need to address. Please leave the WNBA alone. Let this game
Let
grow.
them play.
Let it play. Let them breathe. I promise you, the WNBA is okay.
And in fairness, I think Congress is complaining about it, but I don't think Caitlin Clark is. She understands the way the rite of passage that she has to go, and I can respect that. I don't think she's out here calling for any more calls. Or now she a feisty one because she about to lose a game for technicals.
She is.
So she's a feisty one. So and I respect her game. I mean, like I said, and I don't mind the not the hazing, but it's kind of like a hazing. It's a rite of passage she has to come through. They're going to because all rookies get it. But like I said, though, don't damage the golden goose because she is what put butts in the seats and more butts in the seat, more eyes on the TV, mean more money for everyone, and they should always be cognizant of that. Like I said, make her earn her stripes. Don't give her nothing, but understand that that's your golden goose
Yeah,
in regards to ad money, TV money, new contracts, everything. Because like it or not, she's the number one draw in the WNBA.
absolutely. But thank you all for watching First Ring Podcast today. We really, really do appreciate you all for watching. Thank you to CWall for joining us today and giving us as much time as she did. Really appreciate her. Please do not forget to like, subscribe to First Ring Podcast. Hit that bell to enable alert for new content just like this. And then don't forget to tell a friend about First Ring Podcast. We really enjoy each and every one of you guys in the chat. You guys make this possible. Get your questions ready. Next week's guest, I will let you know on Saturday because we do have a show coming up this Saturday NFL camps are starting to kick off. We got rookies reporting. We'll keep you guys up to date with news and notes from around the NFL on who got signed, who didn't get signed, and Al has some explaining to do about why they couldn't get George Pickens on a long-term contract, and we'll save that all for Saturday, right? And then we'll get into some of Al's shenanigans that he got into for his birthday as well. Al, did you see Danny say happy belated birthday to you?
Girl, hey, my cowboy sister, how you doing there? I was looking
Oh,
for you, girl. I was wondering
I'm
where
gonna
you
try to
were.
pull it up real
Better
fast.
late than I didn't see it. I thought you just came on.
No, no, no,
I
no.
love them blue hearts.
She
Thank you.
said, there we go, right there. And then, bam, there it is, right there.
Thank you. Thank you. I did not see it. I missed it. Pick me scrolling through our messages so quick, Danny. Thank you, babe. Thank you, girl. I enjoy it. I appreciate you following us and definitely appreciate the birthday wishes. And I had a nice blue and silver cake to go for my birthday.
That
So
was terrible. That was a terrible
it
cake.
was delicious.
That's a
Our
terrible
birthday.
cake. Thank you, Mike.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank you,
thank you.
John. Thank you, John. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the love, man. Appreciate all y'all, man. I've been, like I said, man. I'm just totally in awe, man. I appreciate everything, and I've been showed so much love and shout outs from everywhere, all different platforms, social medias all over. So, man, I'm touched, man, and I'm
Oh, she
just
said it was her birthday too. She said it's our birthday.
our birthday. If anybody can share with us, her, like
There
I
you
said,
go.
that's my cowboy sister.
Okay, there you go. All right, so just got the news not too long ago. I'm sorry, we're supposed to be getting out of here, and I got you, Bruce, because I was supposed to say raise hell, and all that right now. But just got the news from the commission. The commission is watching. Al,
What?
do you know when our fantasy draft is?
Don't have a clue.
August 29th.
Okay.
August 29th, 9 p.m. Okay, listen up. For all of you that was not in that first string fantasy, our fantasy league, we will be filling that league again this year. But we're also working on a survivor pool type deal. So Bruce is talking about count them in. The draft order, we'll get the draft order August 25th, and we will have rosters done then. So August 29th is our draft, 9 p.m. I'm not sure if we're going to stream it or not. I think we streamed it last year. We streamed our draft last year, Al.
I think
I'm
so.
not sure if we streamed it or not. We'll figure that part out. We'll talk to the commission, get that all figured out. For the fantasy league, there's no entry fees. For the survivor, I think we're doing $50 on that. The commission will give us more information on that. Maybe commission will be our guest on Saturday, so we can start talking about that survivor pool too as well. And yeah, so I got us up to date. We'll see you all on Saturday. All right, you ready to do this, Al?
Absolutely.
All right, let me get my stuff ready here. All right. Shouts out to my son, United States Air Force. First Ring Podcast, seconds to none. Come get some. I say, tell him said, and he says, go dogs. Al says,
How about them
and I say,
boys?
raise hell.